new people so I can share with them, kind of the presentation. So,
Sure.
and within e-commerce, we've been focusing on personalization. So we have a personalization engine that understands customers' behavior and intent over time. And based on that, we have a number of products that together form a suite of personalization that allows you as a marketer to personalize the shopping experience across email and on website. So I'll go over that quickly. And if we have time and you have interest, we can talk about it in more details after we cover the cart abandonment. So we have product recommendations, pretty much what Amazon does, automating the cross-sells and upsells, personalizing them and automating them. So, customers also viewed, customers ultimately buy, recommended for you. And this can be on-site as well as in email newsletters. So when you send out an email newsletter to your customers, maybe it's on a weekly basis or monthly, you can include recommendations inside those emails, and those will show products that are relevant to each individual according to the customer's recent activity on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have what we call the shopping cart abandonment, which we're going to talk about in more details, which is really triggered email solution as opposed to here with the email personalization. We add content into your existing email newsletters, but we are not sending those emails. In this case, we are going to trigger the emails in response to specific events, whether it's a cart abandonment or possibly someone who hasn't purchased for a long time. So it's up to you how you want to use that. But the idea is that the emails here are triggered automatically after a certain amount of time based on a specific behavior.
Mm.
And then lastly, on-site behavioral targeting allows you as a marketer to change very easily content on the website. And it could be additional images or banners. It could be overlays, pop-ups. You can apply coupons automatically. You can collect feedback. So many different actions that we support and target specific segments. So for example, here, if I'm on the basket and maybe if I added a brand, so here you have this banner, right? It says free postage on specific brands, and then above 50 million in the small letters here. So it's, you can target if I already meet those criteria here on the shopping cart. So I bought something above 50, and it's from one of these brands. Then you can show me a specific message and even replace that message that says, you're qualifying for free shipping. Or so that's the idea with behavioral targeting. You can do something similar. Here you see that you have free delivery over 50. You can actually target, because this is over 50. You can add here like a badge that says free shipping on this product as an example. So many different things that you can do with the on-site behavioral targeting. So that's in general what we do. In terms of the setup, it's simple. You add a tag. It's a JavaScript tag. You add it typically in the footer, so it should take your agency or developer a few minutes to do that. If you do have a product data feed, which is a XML or CSV file that holds all of your catalog data, you probably do you have one?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay. So if you have one, then it's be useful. Our system can work even without it. The trick is that we capture the data. We can capture the data either from the product data feed, and if it's not available, we can capture directly from HTML. So when you add the JavaScript, we have some setup work to do. We would, in the event that you don't have a product data feed, we'll capture the price, for example, from here, the name from here, the image URL from here, and then same tag across the website. So we configure the systems as someone visits the shopping cart page. I don't know why it doesn't show him in the shopping cart. And once I'm in the shopping cart, again, we configure the system to capture an element from here. For example, I see the URL here is product ID 7781. So based on that, we can know which product is in the cart without asking you to specify this information for us. So that's how do it. That's how it really takes a few minutes to do. All you need to do is add a tag, and then you can then manage all the different campaigns from our panel, and I'll show you that in a minute. In terms of customers, we work with more than 400 e-commerce websites. In the UK, some that you might know are Go Outdoors, Dreams, the beds and mattresses. We work with Surfdome, it's another one fairly known. There's some others like JD Sports is a customer. There's some of the brands are using our products, Snow and Rock, and some others, like Autodesk, which is using us across different countries. And so there are kind of a mix of products. Some are larger brands, and some are smaller websites. In terms of, so you mentioned many visits. How many visits do you have on average, maybe per month?
Somewhere between like 600 to 700,000 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
100,000?
600,000 a month.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's on this website. Because you see, you're familiar with Alexa Rank? This one here.
Which one?
Alexa ranking. It ranks traffic. Alexa.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So typically sites with your level of traffic would have a much higher Alexa rank.
Oh really?
Yeah, like Alexa rank of this one, which is 866,000. It's fairly low. Typically, it's maybe 1,000 visitors per day. That's
Well, we put it from Google Analytics, and that's what our Google Analytics shows. So
yeah. Well, sometimes they get it wrong. I think it depends on how many people also use their toolbar, so that might they got it wrong in your case. So that's the overview. What I want to show you is, do you have any questions so far?
No, it seems pretty straightforward so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it in action.
Sure. Yeah. So what I wanted to show you is some of the features and what is included in the cart abandonment solution. So you see here that we have a panel, and I can create new rules by starting with an action. And here we have different actions. So you see, and they're organized based on different products that we offer. So under cart abandonment triggered emails, all of these actions or features are included in the service. And then you see that we have more actions which are part of the other products, like the behavioral targeting. So you can see a set of features here, and then we have recommendations technology. But for now, we are focusing on this section, the cart abandonment. We can split the features into two capabilities. The first is the 3 types of triggered emails. So you can see by the name of the action, post-purchase email, abandoned cart email, and viewed product email. So these are all triggered emails, and you can set up a campaign that will be triggered. It will trigger an email after a certain amount of time from the abandonment event or from the purchased event, or when someone view a product on the website and it's a returning customer. So the system already has an email address, and then that person abandons the website without adding to the cart. So if we specifically look at the abandoned cart email as an example, and the setup triggered emails is similar in the sense of the settings. So you can schedule the time, right? 1 hour, for example, from the abandonment event, or it can be 24 hours, or it can be 30 minutes. So we actually have a set of best practices that we'll share with you in terms of when to trigger it, at least initially. And then you can set up a series of emails, and that's also recommended, so that you have maybe 2 or 3 emails triggered after an hour, 24 hours, and 72 hours. So it's a sequence of emails, and the sequence is triggered only if the customer doesn't come back and buy after in between. So let's say that you triggered an email after an hour, the customer clicked and purchased, the customer will not get the second and third email automatically. But if the customer doesn't respond after the first email, then after 24 hours, a second email will be triggered, right? And if the customer purchases after 24 hours, the third email will not be triggered. But if they don't, then they will get the third email. There is an HTML template here that can be completely customized, so it can have your own branding, your logo, all the fonts, all the colors, all the design from your emails. There, it's personalized. So the cart items widget token here, this with a percent, that is going to be replaced automatically for each customer with the products that the customer abandoned in the cart, so that they see it. And there are some more customization options. There are tracking. So if you're using Google Analytics, we have automatically we're going to add those tracking parameters that Google understands, and then you can see the results inside Google Analytics. So you can see how many visitors arrived from the emails, what was the conversion rate, what was all the e-commerce stats that you get inside Google Analytics. It's like going to be just like any other email campaign for that matter. We have also our own reporting if you want to check our reporting. We do our own reporting. Then you also can blind copy someone, maybe sales or support, and then maybe you want to personally follow up with some of the customers who abandon, so you get a copy of the email. Or you can selectively do that and segment. So you can segment by cart or basket value. So maybe only if it's above 1,000, you want to create a separate campaign that will blind copy someone, so that your sales will see emails just if it's a high value order. Or you can use that to create a more targeted emails. Maybe you want to offer a discount if it's a high value item in the third email, but not do it if it's a low value cart. And then you can also segment by the items themselves. And some more options here, like target also segment based on purchase
name.
Sorry?
Cart item name.
Cart item name would mean, for example, any Santi product or gloves. So you can say, if at least one of the names in the cart has Santi, then you can actually do something differently and maybe add, the Santi brand banner, customize that. So it's you can create different based on what the actual products that they abandoned, or it can be, if someone abandons gloves. You can also set up A/B testing. So you'll have two rules. One will be A, and the second one will be B. And then you can set up test different subject lines or different content or different timing. I'll show you an example from Dreams. So this is how they customize the email. You can see this is the HTML. And you see here this cart items widget. That's replaced with the content of the cart. So each person gets something like this. So this is the actual email. And you can see that now it shows the product that I abandoned.
Okay.
Here. So that's the basic feature, right? That's when someone is looking for a cart abandonment, typically that's what they're looking for, the ability to trigger those emails. So that's only one thing that is included. In the same way, you can set up these post-purchase emails. So maybe you want to target customers who purchased from you a year ago, and then try to bring them back to buy again. So you can set up the schedule to be 1 year, and then again segment based on the last purchase data. So maybe if they purchased a lot last time, or maybe if they purchased something that that they might need to replace, or you might want to show them cross sells. You can use that using the email personalization products. You can show them recommendations. so these are the triggered emails, and then we have another type. The other element that we have here is you see email my cart pop-up, back in stock reminder, and visit summary email. These are three features that the purpose of them is to allow you to capture more email addresses. Because what happens is most customers will abandon the shopping cart before actually getting into the checkout page. So they basically abandon, and in most cases, you will not have a way to reach out to them again via email because of that. So the idea is that we want to be proactive and try to offer these customers some value in return for their email address. So the email my cart pop-up is one example where we can do something like this, or on this website, I'm showing you, you see this, there is a preview mode box here, so I can test everything on the site without the normal visitors. And there is that as I move here, before I close the browser, do you see my mouse? It's at the top here.
Oh, yeah,
before I close it, we can adapt and capture that intent and show you any pop-up that, we want to save your cart, basically. And then you have an email address and you an email with the content of the cart. So that's one example. The other one would be like back in stock reminder. So if the product is completely out of stock, again, you can show a similar pop-up that says enter your email, and once the product comes back in stock, we'll send you an email to remind you about it. And there's another one which you call visit summary email. Here you can try to, for example, target mobile users. If someone is visiting, so I'll show you how that looks. Everything that I'm showing you is highly customized, so these are just defaults where there is a banner that says save my visit, and if they click on it, then they will see a similar pop-up to the one that I showed you on the website. In this case, it's send this visit, and the idea is like save my cart, but you can use it to target customers who haven't necessarily added something to the cart, but just viewed products. Okay, and here you can segment and decide who you're going to show it to. So you can decide if you want to target just people from paid search, for example, and that they are spending maybe a specific amount of time on the page, and it's their already second visit, and they're actually on a mobile device, like this. Right? So the idea is that I'm kind of doing research, I'm on the go, I have some time on my mobile, and then most likely, I'm not going to buy, right? Because 2%, 3% are going to buy. But on mobile, it's much lower, right? Do you have a mobile optimized website, or it's the same website?
No, it's just the same website.
Okay. So the idea is that they're not going to make this purchase on a mobile device because it's not convenient to, enter credit card information and so forth. So why not ask them for an email, and in return we'll send them an email summary with the products that they viewed, and then they can complete it on a desktop, for example.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for the cart abandonment / triggered emails. Would love to get some feedback for you. Is that what were you expecting, something like this, or did you have something else in mind?
That was basically what we're looking to do. So the one thing I didn't get was the back in stock reminder. Like, how do you know when the stock is back in stock?
Right. So that can be from the feed as well.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not sure it's going to, like in your case, because there are you have sizes. So
Mm.
it works with like where you have like one SKU because here all the products are the size doesn't change the product ID basically, right? So it's the same product. It's like a
Mm.
parent product with child products, which are the sizes, I assume.
Mm.
So is there I don't see a notion if what happens when it's out of stock. Is there an indication here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we do get that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we say out of
Okay.
stock, basically.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So actually, I mean, the out of stock will not will work only for products where there's no sizes. So it's only like let's say this one, for example, right?
Mm.
So when we typically detect either from the product data feed or from the website itself when the
Mm.
product is out of stock, and
Mm.
then in the same fashion, and then if someone enters the email, they're getting
Mm.
into this list, and then once there is a change and we detect that the product went back in stock, then we know to send an email to all those customers who basically requested an out of stock an update.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. That's regarding that, and then do you use
What's banner?
sorry?
Did we do what's show banner? Because we have we have banners on the website when we run promotions. We swap out the images.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. So is that what you mean by show banner?
Yeah, so the show banner, the idea is to do something like um, so you can let me actually okay. So the idea is to do you see this we shape worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually quickly, I don't know if you noticed that, but this is
Mm.
because I'm from outside of the US and I see this
Ah.
message. Someone from the
Mm-hmm.
US sees something different. They see shipping. See this? It's changed quickly. I had like free shipping over 99. But that's an
Mm-hmm.
example. You see,
Mm-hmm.
this is another example. You see here, welcome back. We've saved your shopping cart for you. Click here.
Yeah.
That's also something that is using the behavioral targeting. So since I
Oh,
already
yeah.
have something in the shopping cart, I can
Mm.
click here and go back quickly to the shopping cart. And
Mm-hmm.
again, you see that we ship worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea. Um,
So how would it go? How hard is it to set up the banner? So just say just above heated equipment. Can we how is it possible to show a banner in that space there?
in which space? Sorry.
Yeah, the space above, there, where your mouse is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fairly simple. It's the way to do it. Let me see here. Yeah, actually, yeah, your website is actually pretty good. So you see these IDs here that I'm looking at. So I'm looking at the HTML itself using
Yeah.
something that is called Firebug. I don't know if you're familiar with Firebug.
Yeah.
No, okay. But you see what happens when I'm highlighting this main nav. You see that
Mm-hmm.
it highlights the section. If I'm here on the right
Yeah.
header,
Yeah.
if I'm
Yeah.
left header, right? Outer, all of those. So the way that you would basically, so you can overlay banners, or you can replace content or add content, and you do
Mm-hmm.
that, for example, by here when I click on Show Banner. What I need to do is just upload a new banner. So you upload your own banner from here.
Mm-hmm.
So you upload it from from your computer or elsewhere, and then you have different ways to position it. So the location can be either fixed or it can be what we call this relevant to HTML element. And here, what you just need to do is basically select this element. We can also add something for you. So we can add, a new one that will be in the space here, because I'm not sure if you have it or not. But like this main nav, for example, if I'll put here main nav, then it will float it over or replace that to get altogether.
Okay.
So there are a few do that. There are like depending on the flexibility that you want to have. If it's we can pre-decide on some IDs that will be there, like content zone 1, content zone 2, and then we can add a div for you, and in specific locations, or you can use this basically replace and there's a div with an ID basically. It's pretty flexible.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's powerful because not just for content management, but more for personalization. That's the idea. We have some customers that use it for content management, like as a content management system, but really the concept is to target first-time customers will see a different message from someone who purchased from you before. Like this example where if someone added to the cart, maybe you want to have something here like large, because it's hard for customers to locate this link at the top, right? It's not very visible. But if you know that someone is coming back after they add it to the cart, you can use that, and for those customers, show this a big, like in the space here, show welcome back, something, the one that we have here, on the. This is actually just for once in session. It is set up to appear once in session. So, you can target if they came from Google and they're landing on a specific page. Maybe they're into maybe you're driving them to the Aragon charging, and again we have this space here, the same space actually. Yeah, this is a good location for messages. And maybe in paid search, you promise them, the free shipping, right, above 50. And that's one of the principles of the behavioral targeting, that you want to echo the same message. So they clicked expecting to see free shipping if it's above 50, but now they land on this page and no longer mention that they're going to be shipping. So that's an example, targeting people who came from paid search and echoing the same message that you had in your paid search. I also noticed that you have coupons. Is that something that you're actively using? Are you offering coupons, vouchers?
No, not really. We're not really offering any.
Okay.
So in terms of how do I know that this is working? Like if we do I don't know, put a message up, how do we know it's actually working? Like making a difference?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's a good question. So you would set up maybe, like we said, maybe from search, and then you would specify a location. So maybe a specific category. Sorry, there's now the category ID is 2221, so we can target those customers that land on that specific category. And here under exposure, you can activate control group. So that means that 30% from the customers that are arriving from the paid search and land on that category will not see the banner, and 70% will see the banner. And then there is a report here that will show you what the conversion for the control group, as opposed to the group that is exposed to this message.
Yeah. Do you have a sample report of that, or what it would look like?
How the report would look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just 1 second. I'll just switch here an account. I don't want to expose the data. So just one second. So you can see here.
Mhm.
So you see at the top. So this is the rule. So you see this is the group that is exposed to the message or the coupon, and this is and so you see it's cumulative. So it's 1,208 people during the last 4 days, and then 287 converted, and then
Mhm.
there is a control group below
Mhm.
with 118, and you can see that the conversion rate is 23.8, and
Mhm.
then the control group conversion is 19.5. So there is an increase in conversion for almost 22%.
Mhm.
So that's how it's going to look.
Okay. So will you show revenue as well, like how much revenue increase, like not just conversions but revenue?
Unfortunately, no, this report doesn't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we. Yeah, it's a good question. I think we added like average order value at some point. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I think we don't. The revenue we don't have for sure, but maybe average order value. Um, but I'm not sure why I don't see it.
Mm.
So yeah, currently it's conversion.
All right. What
Yeah,
about are you able to target people who bought before? So like distinguishing
yeah,
between existing customers and new customers.
yeah. So see here, there is a segment that is called purchase history.
Okay.
So you can target users purchased at least X number of items during the last X number of days, and the amount goes between.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of setup, is it just do we have to? Because in Google Analytics, we have to. I remember the setup for Google Analytics was pretty horrible. We had to get the developers involved and like put like what was it? It was like customer. It wasn't customer. It was like the products push the products into Google Analytics. So like Google Analytics
Yeah.
push.
No, it's not like this. No, it's much simpler. Just adding this code snippet. So for example, here, let's see. So it's these two lines of code that you see
Yeah.
here,
Mm.
and then if you have the feed, like the CSV or XML file, then just provide us the URL to the feed, and then we can pull the data from there. And if you don't have the feed, it's also fine.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any particular format you need to feed in?
The
I think
feed?
we do have a feed. I think it's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'll send you the instructions so you can see everything. I'll send you an email later with instructions.
All right. Okay. All right. I guess it's just the reports. Like, is the report you showed me? Is that kind of the report format we get then?
No, so the reporting, there are two sections. There are two. For example, for all the triggered emails, you can see the reports inside Google. You can see the data inside Google Analytics.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one.
Okay.
And then there is also our own dashboard that you can see the data, but it's actually recommended if you have Google Analytics. The best is to actually see the data inside Google Analytics, because then you can compare apples to apples. You can compare our emails to
Cool. The dashboard was good.
yeah, and then there is this dashboard that shows you visitors with emails, like what is the capture, the abandonment rate, how many emails were sent. You see like what's the open rate, click-through rate, conversion rate, and then broke down using more than not just the cart abandonment email, but you have the email cart. So you'll see a breakdown for each individual type of email. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Oh wow. 7, 5, 6 man recovered.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the cart abandonment it does work pretty well. Yeah, but then you also can see the in Google Analytics as well. So you'll have something you probably see it on the website where you show a screenshot from Google Analytics. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's here. So you see this is, like based on the source, there will be, Brilliance or the UTM campaign. And then, it's Google Analytics where you see how many revenue came from the emails and what's the conversion rate and stuff like that. So you have the two options. Two options.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, I guess I'll okay, so what's the pricing then?
Yeah. So the pricing is I didn't send it to you. Usually I send it, but I'll send it to you if I haven't sent it. So we price for each product. The price is different. I mean, you can select use the cart abandonment or just the behavioral targeting. For the cart abandonment, so that's what we covered initially. That will include all those types of emails and the pop-ups, various pop-ups like the email my cart and summary email. Price based on the number of emails that you send monthly. And it starts at £200 per month for up to 2,500 emails, which is most customers would be in the. How many orders do you process per month on average?
Oh, I don't know. I would have to pull that figure out. I'm not sure.
Ah, okay. But as long as
With pricing, is it all self-service? And do we have to use the platform like the DiveLife team, or do you guys help us set it up, or like what's the process there? I just say we want to put a campaign up. Who sets it up?
Yeah. So I mean, in general, the question is the answer is it's self-service. So you can set it up yourself, but for specifically for the for the cart abandonment emails, we can help you with the setup. So if you have an email template, or if you want us to use one of our own templates, then we can do that. And there is a one-time setup fee, which is £200, and that will include also the setup of the emails if you want us to do that.
Yeah.
So is that something that you would do?
Set up £200.
Sorry?
Would it cost £200 every time you want something set up?
No. It's a one-time setup fee. No, definitely no.
Okay.
So it's a one-time setup fee, and then it also covers all the different products that we offer. So let's say that you want to try the behavioral targeting at some point. So there is no additional setup fee. We actually need, if you're making changes to the website, then we would have to make changes in some cases. So if you change, for example, the shopping cart, right? And we capture the information from here. When you make changes, we need to make the changes as well. Wouldn't charge you for that. So it's a one-time setup fee. That's it.
Okay.
In terms of the emails, would you rather that we design those, or do you want to do it yourself? What would be the best way?
Does it cost anything if you guys were to design them?
Okay. Do you have today? Do you do email marketing?
Yeah, we do. We collect some newsletters and we send out newsletters.
Okay. And who designs the email newsletters? Do you have someone that designs them, or it's outsourced?
We have one person in house, but he's very busy. He's very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Okay. Yeah, we can do the design. Yeah, and then for the targeting, which is what we talked about, I just show you the banners. There's much more than the banners, but The pricing is actually based on number of pages.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you'll be, you said visits, right? Not pages, 600,000 visits. So you're, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. In terms of annual sales, I assume that you're online above 1 million, right? And in annual
Yeah.
sales. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because
So,
we have some specific bundle for the smaller retailers who are below 1 million. But that's not your case. So yeah. Anything else that you want to cover?
yeah. So, do you have an office here in? We're based in Manchester. Do you have an office in Manchester or in the UK or London or?
No, I mean, our whole business is built around the promise that the notion that, we can support customers from all countries, from really kind of virtually, like we're doing today, and that has
Okay.
worked well for us. So it saves us the cost of opening offices across the world, and we're serving customers from Australia, India, US,
Yeah.
all over Europe, and that works
Cool.
well. I mean,
So
yeah.
how big is it? So you just got the office in Israel then?
Yeah, I mean, we do have some kind of, I wouldn't call them, we have some salespeople in different locations, like in
Yeah.
Australia and in Europe, in Spain.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, the key activity is happening from here. We have also someone um, in Latin America, in Argentina, that is working, is supporting the U.S. customer base, which are in a different time zone.
All right. Cool. So how big's the team over there in Israel?
We are 4 people in Israel.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and overall we are 12 altogether. So
Nice.
it's a lean operation.
Yeah. 4 people. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. So, okay, I guess basically I've got the way the process works is I basically got to talk to my director, and I've got to tell him, give him feedback on
Yep.
the solution, see if he likes it. So I'm pretty much write up what you just said, everything you said and stuff, and I'll present it to him and I'll see what he says. Do you have any do you have any material or anything I can use in my
Yeah.
presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Well, yeah, I think like 2 or 3, like 1 or 2 slides. It's not much, and can just go through it with him.
Sure. Yeah, I
Awesome.
think you came. Yeah, you remember? Did you came when we have this landing page just for the cart abandonment, which I think is fairly good. I don't know if I think originally, like, you actually. I'm not sure if you came from paid search, you probably seen it. I'm not sure. Maybe if you remember.
No, I'm not sure. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I've got to run to the meeting now. It's coming up to 2. So yeah, it was awesome. Nice meeting you.
Okay, sure. I'll send you information.
Yeah, we'll be in touch via email. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.